Hello, everyone. This is Dan Snyder doing a short little test. Thank you for tuning in. If you are in fact tuning in, been having some issues with the internet lately, so we're not having an actual episode. I am instead doing a short little test to see if the solution that I've come up with is actually going to work. So if you're listening and you can hear me, please type something into the chat. If you're not listening, then obviously you can't hear me, but we're going to have a very brief show. Got a couple things to discuss. First, the Alliance of American Football. I'm having a lot of fun watching the AAF games. Obviously, like I've said in the past, and I'll say it again, they're not at the same quality that you're going to get from the NFL or even college football, but it's fun. These are fun games. You're getting quality football at at basically like a discounted price by watching the AAF. I know you're not paying to watch it, so discounted price is probably a bad way to put it, but it's good football. I'm having fun. Unfortunately, it has run into some minor issues. One issue that came up today is that players have not been paid. Well, they have now. There was an quote-unquote issue with payroll, and players were having difficulty getting paid. The league is saying that it was just a payroll glitch and that they're not broke and they're not going to screw the players out of money. But it's not a good look for a league that's 2 weeks old that on the very first payday you can't pay them. So we'll see. They did find a buyer. The owner of the Carolina Hurricanes, the hockey team, has ponied up $250 million into the league. So they got a large financial backing. Hopefully the league continues to go and grows. And I would absolutely love to see this league flourish, move on to better things, go from 8 teams to 12 to 16, however many teams that they can realistically get. The problem I've noticed with the AAF, at least for me, problem that I've had is I don't like the location of some of the teams. You're seeing cities like Birmingham, you're seeing cities like Orlando, Memphis, the Arizona Hotshots, San Diego Fleet. They're not getting fans to come to the game. Now, it's the first time that this league has been around, so you're obviously going to have to do a slow build. It's not going to be a giant overnight. I know that. Most rational people know that. The league knows that. It's completely understandable. But it is concerning to see a lack of fans in the stands at a football game. The San Antonio Commanders, I feel like they're going to do just fine because, well, San Antonio is starving for teams. They've got the Spurs. Other than that, they don't have any other professional teams, so they throw all their backing behind the Spurs. Now they've got the Commanders to go full force and throw their support behind, which is it's good to see. So hopefully, hopefully more teams will get the same treatment that the Commanders fans have given. That is people in the stands, people to really buy into the league, into the team, and just in general have a good time. So just a quick rundown. Birmingham Iron beat the Salt Lake Stallions 12-9. And I just want to correct an issue that I had said last week in the minisode. Christine likes the name Birmingham Iron because she thinks it's funny to hear someone say, "Go Iron." And then you can put in after that a shirt because it's wrinkly or something like that. So my mistake last week, I said she liked it because it was simple and she likes the colors. She likes the name because it's funny that you can add in a shirt after the Go Iron part. So that's that. The Iron beat the Stallions 12-9. Arizona Hotshots come from behind win 20-18 over the Memphis Express. Orlando Apollos continue their high scoring, beat the Commanders 37-29, and the San Diego Fleet double up the Atlanta Legends 24-12. So right now the standings are the Birmingham Iron, Arizona Hotshots, and Orlando Apollos all at 2-0. Then you've got the San Antonio Commanders and the San Diego Fleet at 1-1. And you have the Salt Lake Stallions, the Memphis Express, the Atlanta Legends, all at 0-2. So next week is going to be a fun week, hopefully, because you got the Hot Shots taking on the Stallions again, the Express against the Apollos, the Iron at the Legends. So right there you have the 3 2-0 teams against the 3 0-2 teams. And then you got the Commanders and the Fleet both at 1-1 squaring off. So it looks like it's the same schedule as week 1 with the Fleet and Commanders, Legends, Apollos, Express, Iron, and Hot Shots, Stallions. Actually, nope. It's a little bit of a switch. The Iron are playing the Legends and the Express are playing the Apollos. So that's those two teams switched. So I'm looking forward to the AAF this week. Hopefully you guys are all too. Some other things happen in the world of sports, so we're just going to jump ship real quick. One of the major free agents in Major League Baseball has been signed. San Diego Padres were the team that was dumb enough to give Manny Machado the 10-year, $300 million contract. So Manny's got his money. So there was a lot of talk about the Yankees offering Machado a contract. I wouldn't have. I don't think he's worth the money he wants. I don't think he's worth the frustration he's going to bring. And a team like the Padres are still going to be irrelevant, so he's not even going to make them a winner. So there's that. The last thing I want to talk about is something that, affects the New York Knicks. Now, there were reports that the Knicks are confident that they're going to get Kevin Durant to join the Knicks next season. I'm not confident, and there was a video that surfaced of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant in the tunnel at the All-Star game, and you could kind of hear Kyrie Irving say to Kevin Durant, "They've got 2 max spots, it's time." Obviously, the Knicks fans are jumping for joy because here's Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant talking about taking their talents to Madison Square Garden next season. But I'm not too optimistic because, one, they're not going to have that conversation via text over the phone. They've got to have it at the All-Star game. That, to me, doesn't make sense. I feel like it was all for show. It's a troll job. I do believe Kyrie Irving wants to come to the Knicks. I do believe that that's going to happen. I don't believe Kevin Durant is going to. I don't see why he would. The Knicks are a wasteland, and the only person who I think is dumb enough to believe the Knicks are a good place is Kyrie, because he thinks the earth is flat. I'm not optimistic that Kevin Durant is going to be a New York Knick. I'm not optimistic that they're going to get more than Kyrie Irving. And I'm not optimistic that, even though there was a report that Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, is looking to sell the Knicks, they've debunked that. So I'm not optimistic that the Knicks are ever going to be good again. So this ends my short little rambling test. I hope you all found it enjoyable. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.